Hi, I'm Grandpa Gary, and I just got here. Looks like I must have hit the button. I didn't even realize I was walking out here to fly, and I looked down and my phone started. So, guys, I just got here, literally, and walked out here to fly. And I got the T-28 with me today because I forgot to grab the Aeroscout out of the garage when I jumped in the truck. Man, it is cold, and I did not wear a coat. Oh, this is such a mess. I just got done watching OSU lose to Michigan, and it's just been one of them days already. Well, let's get this thing in the air so I can get back in the truck. Whew, time to fly. All right, guys, it's windy. One of the little, I got foam over the microphones on my phone to block the wind, and one of them blew off on the way out here. And that front wheel is so loose it's not even moving. So let's get her lined up as good as I can. Hopefully it doesn't fall off while I'm flying. All right, let's do it. So I don't know if I steered out with the rudder or the front wheel turned a little bit, but I got it to turn. So I was planning on flying the Aeroscout, and I only had a 3S battery charge, so we're flying on 3S today. And I was just planning on putting around, so that's what I'm going to do with the T-28. We're just going to do some scale flying, as they call it, just level and smooth, and it's kind of I think it's a military trainer anyway, so we'll make it look like we're learning how to fly with our T-28 and the Navy, as it says on the side of it. I am using the bag to keep my hands warm, but I'm sure wishing right now that I had my coat on. It did say that it was, 40 degrees, 48 degrees maybe even. 40 something, 43 maybe. But all this wind is definitely putting the chill on it. Plus we got just a tiny bit of snow coming down. That shouldn't be affecting too much. See, it's just flying around super smooth, nice and easy. The wind is coming from the south, so as I turn back into the south, we're heading into the wind now. And as we get down this way, we'll do a super scale maneuver here. Just get it to roll over. Just staying super. This is kind of the way the landing's going to look. Except for it went a little squirrely there at the end. On just about, on several of my airplanes, this amount of wind, I would probably have safe on for some of these maneuvers down low like this. But for this airplane, I don't really need it. It's just fine. The AS3X is kind of taking the edge off. You know, the wind as it gusts, is pushing the wing around, but AS3X is helping with that. And somebody that hasn't used AS3X before might not understand, but AS3X you don't really notice it until you don't have it. It's really, you don't know that it's even doing anything until you're not using it. When you're not using it, you notice the airplane moving around a whole lot more. But it totally feels like you got full control. It'd be just like if you were in perfectly calm weather and you were flying with AS3X, it wouldn't fly any different. It would be completely the same with or without AS3X, because it's really not going to do anything. And that's just kind of the way to explain AS3X, is that it's just interfering when the wind is making the airplane do something that you don't want it, or you're not telling it to do. So this next time we'll turn it back into the wind. I'll keep it out of the way from me just a little bit, and we'll get a loop in. I'll try at least. 3S, doesn't have a ton of power. There we go. Pick it up, the power all the way to the top, cutting it out for the down. It didn't have any trouble. We'll roll out of it. It's hard for me to not want to do aerobatics. With just about any airplane, I just love doing rolls and loops, and especially with other kind of airplanes, I like doing the stalls where you go straight up. Of course, the military planes kind of do that wing over like you do with crop duster, and take it up and let it stall back down like a big bank turn. Just having some fun today, guys. Even though I'm shaking just a little bit, the timer is going off. So I have completed my timer. That would have been a nice landing, but I wasn't planning on landing. I could have just touched her right down and been done. You watch, I won't be able to get as nice a landing or line up again, but we'll try. Of course, I'm going to have it down there too far. That'll work. I'll take that. Even though it rolled off, I still didn't nose over. I was worried that if I got into the grass, it would just nose over. Yep, it's the 3S 2200 in there. It's the one that came with the Aeroscout. Like I said, I was planning on flying the Aeroscout, and I charged up the battery. I just forgot to grab it. And, I'm so cold, guys. Sorry. The E-flite T-28 can be a lot of fun, guys. If you're not up to flying at full speed all the time and all that, you can see it just putts around too. Just flies a lot like the Aeroscout. And so I hear a lot of people say, is it a good one for your number 2 or your first warbird? And I have to agree. It is a great airplane to go into after you've gotten all your fundamentals down. All right, I'm going to warm up, guys. Just for being able to get out here, big thanks to the Lord. He was able to bless me with the ability to get out here. And I was able to accomplish a nice flight. And all your guys' support is much appreciated. I really appreciate everybody that watches these videos and supports me. Until tomorrow, I'm Grandpa Gary, and I just got here.